Welcome. In a previous video I took a look at this Plustek ePhoto Z300 document scanner, and I'll put a link in the description to this product on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost anything extra. I'll also put a link to some other videos that I've done on this scanner. So in a lot of my previous videos I've taken a look at scanning photos, but you can also scan documents with this. So I have a couple documents here. I have this bank statement. This is like a fake bank statement I found online, and this one is double-sided. And then I have some receipts here. So we'll take a look at these. So I have the latest version of the Plustek software, and I have it connected to my computer with USB, so it's all ready to go. So let's start with the bank statement. So I'll stick that in. And I'm currently set to 300 DPI. So you want the part you're scanning down. Now that did not scan for some reason. Oh, I probably stuck it in too soon after the previous one was finished. Okay, I probably didn't wait for the blue light to stop flashing. So if we look at the computer screen here, we can see the three documents. I'll open these up, and you can see there's a little black on the left here. So when you stick a photo in here, if it's angled or tilted when you put it in, it does a pretty good job of straightening it. When I'm running these full-size documents, it doesn't seem to do it perfectly. There probably isn't a large enough scan area to scan the whole document. Something probably got caught off on the one side, so it probably had trouble finding a perfect edge on it. Now, I'm guessing for a lot of people, if you need to scan this document for storing it somewhere or sending it to someone, this is probably good enough. You can see everything on it, so it's not like missing anything. It's different if you are scanning a photo that you want in a slideshow and you want that to look really good and straight. Here, this isn't a huge deal, and you could straighten this up after the fact. If you need this to be perfectly straight and you have to go and manually straighten these, then that might be a reason not to use this scanner. So I'll try a receipt now. I'll feed this one in pretty straight. Okay, that turned out pretty good. I'll open that in just a second. I'm going to send one through somewhat diagonal now. Okay, so that one did not straighten. Well, it actually kind of got stuck in there too. So I'll do it a little bit straighter. So this is still at an angle, but not quite as severe. Okay, so let me open these so we can look at them. This is the original one. I'll zoom in here so we can see the transaction here. And this is the one that didn't turn out so well. And if we look at the bottom one, this one was also angled and this one auto straightened. So I think it did a pretty good job of auto straightening that. I don't know if I zoomed in on this. I guess I can zoom in on this. Here. So as you can see, it looks pretty good. So if I go up to the gear in the upper right, I can change the resolution here. I'll change that to 600. And also under these settings, we have the setting for color. So you can do color or grayscale. If you're doing a lot of receipts and bank statements, you might just want to do grayscale. The files would probably be a little smaller. I might scan a little faster or save faster or take up less room, I'm not sure. It has OCR language. I haven't really gotten the OCR stuff working on here. And then it says scan as image or document. So I don't know what kind of difference that would make. I'm just going to leave that on auto. And then we have auto crop and auto deskew set up and apply quick fix. So I'll say okay here. So at 600 DPI, let's scan the bank statements again. So this is probably going to be a lot slower. I'm only going to scan one of these. That took a long time. So I'll do a receipt. I'll do the shorter one here. Okay, that finished. Let's open these up. We can zoom in on this. So on a document, I can't think of any reason to scan at 600 DPI for something like this, especially a receipt. I mean, a receipt, the quality in and of itself is not very good. You don't really need to capture that. I don't even scan my photos at 600 DPI, so I definitely probably wouldn't scan documents at 600 DPI. So let's take a look at the preferences. So we had settings over here on the upper right, the little gear, and if we go to ePhoto and go to preferences, We can see the preferences here, and it has a couple different options. It says start application when I start the Mac. So if you want this thing to be up and ready to go, you can hit this button, and then when your computer boots up, this will be ready. So you can just stick a document in here and it will start scanning. And now the second option said scan and save directly to, and it has a directory here. And I tried doing that and it didn't seem to work. And maybe I covered it in a previous video, but I can't remember if this worked in previous versions. Now I'm on Big Sur with this computer, and there could be some sort of a permission issue that could be keeping this from working. But as of right now, if we look at this directory, there's nothing in that directory. So it doesn't appear to be saving them automatically in there. And then we have auto update is 30 days, and then we have the JPEG quality. So if we do want to save these, we can hit the little save icon here. I can choose that ePhoto directory. I'll hit choose. It will save these out, and now we have all of our documents here. And you can see that the 600 DPI one is a lot larger. It's 1.6 megabytes. And then the original one was like 600K. So it's about a megabyte bigger. And then same with the receipt. Is 640 versus 308. So it's about twice as large. Now you have some compression in here, and there I think would be 4 times as many pixels on the 600 DPI version. So I'll do a quick demonstration here. I'll go into my web browser. Let's say I'm surfing the web. I don't even need to pull up a web page, but you get the idea. And if I stick a document in the scanner, crud. I still had it set to 600 DPI. Okay, so I sped up the video there, but that's so painfully slow. Let's change that back to 300 DPI. So as you can see, that's much faster. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.